Hi guys, Richard here, welcome back to Geeks Wargaming and welcome to the latest video in my Road to Calth series, a series of videos where you follow the building of my Horus Heresy Ultramarine army. Now in this series of videos, I've always shown what I've painted up, followed by what am I going to paint up next. The last video, however, I didn't tell you what I was going to paint up next. I gave you guys the options to pick between some Assault Marines and a Derridea Dreadnought. So you had to pick which one of these two that I painted up. I put all the comments together from my social media channels and also the video as well. And the winner was the Assault Marines. So you guys picked this. It was very, very, very close, to be fair. They were very tight until the very end. So this is what won. So I'm going to showcase these off in a second and show you what I've done with them and the paint scheme that I've run. Now, what that means is the next video in this series is going to be the Derridea Dreadnought. That makes sense. But I want you guys to start thinking right now, because I've really enjoyed letting you guys pick what I paint up. I thought it's been brilliant. So I'm going to do it again. Now this time, I'm not going to give you a choice. I'm going to allow you to pick anything that you want me to paint up. However, there are some rules. There's 3 rules, okay, that you have to follow. The first rule is it has to be Horus Heresy. It has to be for my Ultramarines, and it has to be one of the plastic kits. I've really enjoyed the plastic kits, and I'd like to continue down that theme. So, your 3 rules. Apart from that, you pick anything that you want me to paint up. So get your thinking caps on. What do you want me to paint? If, out of all of the comments, I'm going to do this over social media, and I'm doing this over this video as well. And the Derridea one as well. Have a think, put in the comments. Now, what I'll do is I'll total them all up and I'll see which one wins. One with the most comments wins. Simple as that. However, if there are no clear winners or there's a joint going on, I'll pick it via the rule of cool. And whichever one I think is the coolest is the one that I will paint up next. So, get thinking, get commenting. What do you want me to paint up next? I am in your hands. Okay? Pick something good. Okay. I'm looking at you. Don't pick something rubbish. Especially you. I can see you thinking, oh, I'm going to go and put some tactical Marines in. No. No, no, no. I've got 3 squads of them. I don't need any more, thank you. Watch it. Something cool will do. But we'll go and showcase the Assault Marines off in a second. But while I've got your attention, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon if you want to keep on top of this series and what's going on and everything else that we do. If you are already a subscriber, just check YouTube hasn't done something funny with your bell icon or the subscription bit, will you please? Because sometimes it has a bit of a wobble. There is a link in the top corner where you can go to our sponsor, Element Games, and check out all of your hobby needs. And you'll also be helping support the channel if you make a purchase. So let's go and have a look at the Assault Marines. So here we have the completed assault squad. One thing you will notice is they are all equipped with their shields. There are no bolt pistols in here whatsoever. The idea for this is I want them to jump across the board, get into combat really, really quickly, and also being able to hold an objective if I need them to, because the shields give them a little bit more survivability. So I've tried to make them as punchy as possible, all with chainswords being said to try and keep the points down, but I'm really happy with how they turned out. To be fair, I think the plain armor of the Mark 6 actually works really, really well. Now, when they showed the Mark 6 armor, I was a bit, well, that looks boring. It looks very plain. It doesn't look like there's much detail on them. I don't like them. No, don't like them. However, having now painted one of these kits up, I do like them. And actually, the plain armour actually works really, really well because, as you can see, I've gone with quite a plain blue design. Just pulled out little bits of detail, like the red and then the straps for the assault packs. But yeah, obviously the grey of their undergarment there. But, really happy with how these guys have turned out. Changed my basing slightly as well since the original Horus Heresy. So the original Horus Heresy was a bit more stoned. I've gone with the dirt on these and then some tufts. I think that should still fit in with my army quite nicely. The sergeant, who's on his way round, I'll just grab him. I've donated slightly differently with the white stripe across his helm, key to the period. And then I've given a white stripe across his shield as well. So we can see quite easily and quickly which one the sergeant is. I've really enjoyed painting these up. I'm really happy with how they turned out. Do I have one guy who's my favourite? Yeah, probably this guy. I think he's doing a bit of a superhero landing. He's like, Bosh, I'm here and you're dead. You're going to die right now. Used quite a bit of my transfer sheet from the Forge World. So the Ultramarine logos across all of the shields. There are each two the same across the entire squad. So yeah, there's different ones across the shields. I think it works really well. And that's one thing about these plastic kits, actually thinking about it, is obviously you have two that should look identical, and angling their arms slightly differently or taking a nick out of a bit of an arm so it doesn't sit exactly the same just makes all the difference. I think that actually I did quite well at this. There isn't anybody who's a duplicate of another pose, which I'm quite happy about because I don't like that in a squad. But yeah, good fun to paint up, really enjoyed them. But what's next? What do I paint up next? Well, in the comments, why don't you give me some feedback about the Assault Marines? What do you guys think? And also, comment on what do you want me to paint up next. Don't forget, you are deciding what I paint up next. While you're deciding, why not subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to click that bell icon so you never miss any of our content. And if you are already subscribed, just check. Just double check that subscribe button and that bell icon for me, please, because you know what YouTube's like. Sometimes, for no apparent reason, it just drops off. So yeah, do that. That'd be great. But yeah, there is a link to our sponsor up in the top corner where you can go and browse all of the Horus Heresy kits that you might want me to go and paint up. So why not go check that out? And as always, we'll see you on the next one.